Take 3. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's our ever popular 5 question segment. Today's guest will be me. So let's just jump right into it. Question number 1. I understand that you like quotes. Give me a couple of your favorites. Quotes. Let me think here. A couple that I really like are begin with the end in mind, conduct yourself as if you already are what you want to be. Those are a couple, but yeah, I do like quotes, and I think that they're pretty powerful. In fact, the guy that invented that saying "sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me," I don't agree. I think words are very powerful. So yes, in fact, I do enjoy quotes. Yes. Wow, inspiring and motivating. Question number 2. People are always asking or talking about their bucket lists. In fact, a few years ago, there was a popular movie with that title. Do you have any bucket list items? Bucket list. I guess I don't really have a formal bucket list, but I think it'd be kind of cool to swim across the Mississippi, for example. I tend to run it on the marathon, maybe one more marathon in me at some point. Those are just a couple. I'd really like to make it back to China at some point. Do some traveling. But no, not a formal bucket list. I might do something like that, and maybe to start with, I'll have like a coffee cup list. Maybe just little things. Like for example, this spring I'd like to swim 100 laps in the pool in under 2 hours. That might be one that I would build up to something maybe bigger. That would be more of a bucket list item. But no formal bucket list. But those are a couple of thoughts. Good question. Wow, sounds fun. Sign me up. Question number 3. If not teaching and coaching, what might you be doing professionally? If not teaching and coaching, I really enjoy teaching and coaching. Every job has, things you don't like about it and things you really do like about it. But on balance, it's really, I think, a profession that's really fit for me. I enjoy it enough. But if that was off the table, I don't know. I really, really enjoy podcasting, interviewing people in the wrestling community, and that's I find that's really, really interesting to me, is just to hear other people's stories and learn their background and where they came from. So maybe some kind of wrestling journalism would be something that I would be interested in, something like that. Also, interestingly enough, when I was in college, I didn't do so well in a geology class, and I had to retake it. Yes, I see you nodding your head. I didn't do very well in it. So yeah, I retook it and got a really good grade on it. On my retake, I think I got a B, but I was in the professor's office hours quite often and spent a lot of time studying and things. And I ended up really enjoying it. It was an entry-level geology course, but I think that might be interesting. At the time, it didn't really dawn on me, what kind of professions you could do besides teaching with geology. But I think that field is really, really pretty wide open, and I think it'd be kind of interesting. So those are a couple ideas that maybe if I wasn't doing what I'm doing, that I might do. My thoughts exactly. Question number 4. What are a few books that you would recommend to the audience? A few books I would recommend. Wow. I do enjoy reading. I don't do it enough, and I'm not a real fast reader, but I do like reading. And I would say a couple books, just general books that I would recommend would be Animal Farm. I think it's just fascinating how Orwell took a fictional situation and applied it so well to reality. And sometimes I'll be in a situation and kind of would come to my mind that, man, that person's just like Boxer the cart horse, Muriel, or Snowball. He did just a marvelous job, I think, of really planting that in your mind that, it's done in kind of a light way with the animal characters, but it really hits a nerve with the personalities that he gave to those animals. So I think Animal Farm would be a good one for everybody to become familiar with. Another one, John Steinbeck. I really enjoy his works, and one of my favorites that doesn't get a lot of attention is The Pearl. And that's kind of one of those be careful of what you wish for because it might come true kind of tales, and it's really another one where you can easily, it's a simple story and you can easily put yourself in the shoes of the characters in the story. So that's another one that has kind of an important message. And I think there's some quotes in there too. The Pearl has something like, humans are always, when they get something, they always want something more. That was always one that I thought was really interesting in that book. Maybe a more modern one that not a popular one that you would well-known author or that kind of thing, but it's called Escape Points, and it's written by author, a retired Northwestern University professor, but it kind of caught my attention. She was on a radio interview and talking about her book Escape Points. Well, it weaves wrestling into her life story. It's a memoir, and it's really maybe more about wrestling than any of the other aspects of it. But it's a really well written, multifaceted kind of story that was pretty good. So. Anyway, those are just a few. I could probably come up with more if you would have given me a little more time to think about it, but you're put me kind of on the spot with this interview. So those are three that I would probably recommend. Get that library card out. Last one. Question number 5. If you could change something about yourself, what would it be? Oh, one thing that I would change about myself, I would say on top of that list is snoring. I wish that I didn't. If I were to have a choice between a masseuse or a chiropractor at my disposal, a chef, or a good night's sleep, to choose between those three, hands down, I would choose the good night's sleep. I think that, snoring kind of takes away from a good night's sleep, and probably Lisa's good night's sleep as well. But truly, that's something that I wish I could, figure out, and I think I'm close to a cure. So stay tuned on that. But that definitely is something that I would like to change about myself. So this has been real interesting. I thank you for taking the time, and maybe next time we could do this again and give me a little bit more prep time though. So long. All right. Well, that's all for this episode of 5 Questions. See you around.